Today we'll be discussing a brief strategy for prelims, especially for the last 50 days. As you all know, this year vacancies are one of the highest, 1011 vacancies for prelims. So you all stand a very good chance to clear prelims. So let us quickly go through the brief strategy for the last 50 days. So in your last 50 days, there are some tricks, methods that you need to implement so that your chances of clearing this year's prelims will increase drastically. So let's get to it quickly. First point is you need to cover all the core subjects. Core subjects include history, geography and polity. These three subjects, if you have a very good command, you can easily attempt at least 40 to 50 questions. So in history is divided into multiple sections. First is your ancient, second is medieval, third is modern and fourth is world history. World history is not a part of prelim syllabus. You can skip world history preparation. Rest you need to focus on ancient, medieval and modern. In ancient and medieval, especially in the last 2 years, the weightage of these two areas has increased drastically. So you need to focus on ancient and medieval appropriately. Now what are the sources that you need to cover while preparing for ancient and medieval history? First is you need to revise your NCERT very thoroughly. Most of you have some questions whether you need to revise from old NCERT or new NCERT. You can follow either of the two. There is no need to revise both the NCERTs. Those who have already studied new NCERT, they can stick to it, revise it multiple times. Those who have already read old NCERTs, there is no need to revise the new NCERTs. Just stick to your old NCERTs and revise them at least 3 times. This is the thumb rule. Whatever source that you follow, try to revise them 3 times. That will help you in easier retention and you will be able to retain all the points during your prelims examination also. For modern history, first you need to refer to your modern NCERT of history and then you can follow any standard source, whether it is Spectrum or any good book that you follow. Okay. While specifically preparing for modern history, revise all the acts, whether it is the act of 1773, 1782, 1813, 1833, 1858 or till the Indian Independence Act of 1947. All the acts, its major provisions, features, you need to know it by heart. If you are able to revise them by heart, trust me, you will be in a very good score to fetch high marks in modern history also. Then let us come back to geography. In geography, try to revise the NCERTs of 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. Those who have not revised the NCERTs of these 4 standards, at least revise the NCERTs of 11th and 12th. In 11th there are 2 NCERTs, in 12th also there are 2 NCERTs. Focus on them very thoroughly and then do the mapping work very appropriately. Now how do you focus for mapping? Just go through the areas, regions which are in news. You can refer to any monthly magazine or you can refer to any news section. You will get to know there are some areas which are very much in news. For example, the recent Russia-Ukraine war. Mark the regions where Ukraine and Russia is located. Mark the seas, mark the boundaries, which are the important monuments. All these areas you need to know. Similarly, you can mark areas of Afghanistan also where USA has recently withdrawn from Afghanistan. So similarly, all these major areas which are in news, you can mark them and prepare for your geography. Similarly, for polity, revise NCERTs of polity from 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. 12th standard NCERT is India since independence. Since 2018, UPSC has started asking questions from post-independence NCERT also. So do not skip 12th polity NCERT. Cover 12th polity NCERT also and refer to Lakshmikant. Lakshmikant is the holy book of polity. Try to revise Lakshmikant as many times as you can. Here I won't say that revise it only 3 times. Even if you are able to revise beyond 3 times, it is, you can say, cherry on the cake. Try to revise it as many times as you can. All the chapters, whether they are constitutional bodies, non-constitutional bodies, Panchayati Raj, municipalities, Niti Aayog, any body that you feel is important, whether it is parliamentary committee, cabinet committee, all the topics you need to revise it very thoroughly. At the same time, also prepare for the test series also. Whenever you are giving any, whether you are preparing for any particular subject, try to take a proper feedback from from test series also. For example, if you have prepared for polity, then at least try to give 2 or 3 tests for polity also. In that way, you will be able to develop a good feedback mechanism. For example, if you have read say around 10 or 15 chapters of polity and you have given a test series on the same subject, you will get to know where your strength and weaknesses are. For example, if you have scored above 100, that means your score is good. But in case even in those 100, you would be seeing that there are around 10 or 12 questions which have gone wrong. Just go through the areas where you have marked your questions wrong, so that you will be able to revise them in your next reading. Then let us come back to the dynamic subject, that is the current affairs. In current affairs, there are some areas like science and tech, then it is economics, environment. Most of the questions are asked from current affairs. So here, first is for economics, you will cover your NCERTs of 11th and 12th. Then you will try to focus on any good monthly magazine. There are multiple magazines available in the market. Revise any good monthly magazine, and then you will follow economic survey and budget. Remember the key provisions of the budget and economic survey. Even if you're able to cover these aspects, you will be able to mark most of the answers with 80 to 90% of accuracy. In environment, you can follow any good book, whether it is Shankar or whether any other source that it has been asked for you to follow. You can follow any of the source, but revise it properly, and at the same time go through the important trends that are being asked from environment point of view. If you see in last 2 years, questions on agriculture have been on the higher side. So focus on those areas, focus on the international conventions, national conventions which are there, places in news, national parks, new tiger reserves that have been added by the government. What is the criteria for launching a tiger reserve, or for say declaring a sanctuary or declaring a national park? Go through these important provisions. Then let us come back to general science. In general science, last 2 years questions have been asked very frequently. You need to revise 6th to 10th standard NCERT of general science. Questions are not of very difficult level, they are from basic to moderate level. Revise 6th to 10th standard NCERT very thoroughly, and then you won't have to worry about general science preparation also. At the same time, you can also revise 11th and 12th standard of physics and bio. Selected chapters, for example, for biology, last 4 or 5 chapters of 12th biology, which is specifically related to ecosystem and environment. Okay, you need to revise those 4 or 5 chapters. And for physics, read selected chapters based on previous year's question papers that have been asked. Just go through previous year's question papers, mark the areas from where questions have been asked, and read only those chapters. That will help you to prepare for your general science also. At the same time, the fourth and last important thing is that you need to focus on revision and test series. Now these two things are very important, especially when we are in the last 2 months of your preparation. Do not read any new book, especially in the last month of May. If you are having a gut feeling that there is some source that you have skipped, you can read that source in the month of April. But for the month of May, you should not revise any new book, or you should not start any new book. Just revise what you have already read. No matter how tempting the source may be, just focus on your revision and test series. These two things you will be doing it for the month of May. And at the same time, as your exams are nearing, say around you have just 2 weeks left for your exams, last 2 weeks try to solve just 1 or 2 test series, maximum 3 test series, just to gain that confidence. And in the last 1 week, you will revise only what you have already written in your notes or the concept that you have underlined. In that way, you will be in a very good position to clear your exam with confidence, and you will be in a better position to score high marks as well. So this is our basic strategy for the last 50 days. Focus on this strategy, and at the same time, in case if you have any queries during this strategy, you can reach out to me. Jai Hind.